Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It is bubbling up very nicely here in Munich. The noise fervent, the colours effervescent, the crowd expectant. This should be very good. We have already started here. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this... Oh, crossbar! Decent hit from there.
Oh, and the keeper didn't have that coverage, you know. He can start breathing again now, I think.
Nicked it back promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really do like the look of Tammy Abraham, Peter, who I find to be very hard-working. He's a real aerial threat, but...
Sick!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Tapsoba gets over and intercepts. Now he's off and running. Gabbia promptly onto that, and that is that. Fofana. Gabbia. And Tomori. Hernandez. Bayer Leverkusen are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Tar.
Abraham, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution there.
And the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! First blood drawn. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Bayer Leverkusen are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Wirtz. Schick. In with a header! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Fofana. And here's Chukwueze. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Granit Xhaka. Fofana. Rafael Leao. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! AC Milan are all square.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Milan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Well, there's a probing ball. Schick. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Schick. Hernandez gets a foot in here. Loftus-Cheek. It's Fofana. Rafael Leao, who does have an assist to his name. Fofana. Wirtz producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That looks a good ball through. He's got away. There's the hit! Marvellous goal! Swift, incisive, deadly. All done in a matter of seconds. And the half-time whistle goes. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And we're off again.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Schick. Palacios. Abraham. It's Loftus-Cheek. Hernandez. Tomori. He's gone forward. He could be in here. Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. And here's Abraham. Rafael Leao. Has a look and plays it forward. Schick. And he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Hernandez. Abraham proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Tomori.
The attendance for this match was
61,052.
61,052.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. He is through here. And he was alert to it.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Wirtz.
Bayer Leverkusen showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Chukwueze does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Abraham. Rafael Leao. For Chukwueze. Rafael Leao. Shapes to shoot! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 22.
Milan take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Substitution in progress.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Granit Xhaka. 75 minutes played. Terrier, and he's got... And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Abraham. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Adli. Oh, he's played it in low. And he's gone looking for safety. Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Abraham. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Granit Xhaka. Just 5 minutes left. And they can counter here. That's headed upfield. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pulisic. Musa. Tar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Adli. Oh, just skips. There's the shot! He's scored! Deep into injury time! That really is quite... And there goes the final whistle. Bayer Leverkusen played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective. Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveller, especially here.
That's tidy. No way through, so back it comes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I would say this...
And the finish! Hernandez. Played up towards the front line. Oh, and he's through the middle.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Lovely bit of skill. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
DiMarco. Correa. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rafael Leao. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Fofana. Gets his pass away. Dumfries deals with that comfortably. Barella.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Chukwueze. Chukwueze stood his ground strongly. Barella. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Now it's Martinez. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Loftus-Cheek. And Hernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. Fofana. And here's Rafael Leao. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Abraham had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And it's Loftus-Cheek. Abraham. Asllani. Now DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. Martinez. And that's played in low. Dumfries with the clearance. Chukwueze fiddles it through. Now it's Rafael Leao. He is just caressing the ball. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through. Barella. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Dumfries. Just eases him off the ball. Ashlani. Barella. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players... Barella! And for a moment, time stood still. Dumfries. Milan do have a chance to counter here. And it's Loftus-Cheek. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Abraham. DiMarco. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Picked out brilliantly. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Xiao. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And that's really well manoeuvred. In by DiMarco. Oh, good-looking ball. And they can counter here. He could be in here. He's found a way past. He's got away. Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11, numero 9, numero 23, numero 32.
They've played it short.
Lasciano il campo per
Pulisic.
il numero 20.
Nice control. And here's Rafael Leao.
Il numero 30.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Chooses to go back. And he has been fouled there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great ball, and he's in here. He's gone forward. Now that's well seen too. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Chooses to go cross-field. Bastoni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forwards and with intent.
Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance!
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 21.
Stefan de Vrij, clearly the target here.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
Tomori gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pulisic. Abraham. That's a shade optimistic.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Martinez with a definite foul there. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Ci sarà un minuto di
It's a
recupero.
sharp pass. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. And that in... The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Il punteggio è in parità, si va ai tempi supplementari. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 31. Lascia il campo per il numero 28.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Rafael Leao. Pulisic. Dumfries. Dumfries is there to clear. Fofana. And the ball's a good one here. And it's hoisted clear. It's their second corner of the game. So it's going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Pulisic goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. No way through. Nice ball, big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. Arnautovic. And smartly reclaimed. He can run onto that. It's a great ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Arnautovic. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pulisic. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! That is a brilliant interception. That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, players doing their best with tired minds, tired limbs, close to running on empty in search of that elusive winner. They have 15 weary minutes to find that, or will it be a case of succumbing to the inevitable?
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And so the last chance to find a winner. Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0. Oh, that is real chance! Oh, that's incredible! And surely that has won the day! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the
shapes to shoot! Inter Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Çalhanoğlu. Pavard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Keeper's got good distance on that. And claimed it back swiftly. Hernandez. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hernandez. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all...